Okay, so back to proceedings. So you guys take off in the rowboat. You're rowing towards Helliver. You see the ship come down. It crashes down here in Mahina territory. Two boats have survived the skirmish. Two ships, rather, have survived the skirmish, and they're now circling it. And Rowan, you recognize one as that ivory white ship of cannon, and the other one being an Orcish warboat, presumably a
Oh,
pirate one.
oh, great.
That's the boat we're looking for, right? Is the one that crashed there?
Yeah, the one
Yeah.
that crashed was carrying the cargo. Um,
Uh,
Okay.
as you guys row about 10 minutes after the crash, when those two, the Orcish warboat and the cannon ship, they're just kind of circling the island quite wide. You actually see ships take off from the ground. Clearly, one of you guys can make another check, see if you recognize the boats.
oh, I can do
I'm
that.
going to use boats and ships pretty interchangeably.
Ah, goddammit.
You don't.
Maybe I know.
You ain't no shit.
I do.
You know shit. You recognize them as McCurrick and Kane Company ships, a company that is
Wow.
based out of Kalia.
So Rowan just said, oh, great, we have fucking orcs and fucking religious nuts to deal with. Maybe this was a bad job, but I need the money. I need the money for a new ship.
I'm sorry. What's this about John McCain?
What?
McCurrick and Kane, spelt with a K.
McCrarick and Kane.
Hmm.
Where'd
Lad,
you say
what
they
is-
were out of?
They're based out of Kalia.
No, I'm just gonna say that right now. That water baron that got me off, that his name was John McCain.
Can you write that down? Send it to me so I'll know for later if we ever run into John McCain.
John McCain.
So, I'm just gonna say, you guys may have asked Alguis when you were on the ship what the cargo was, but he was tight-lipped. All you ever got from him is that it was quite valuable, whatever the hell it was. And you also know that an eclectic array of people want to get their hands on it.
Rowan just trying to think on top of his head, like, is this worth it? Hmm.
That's entirely up to the party at this point. Is it worth? Where do you guys want to go? You're rowing towards the island. It will take you a couple
actually-
of hours to arrive, regardless.
So,
Yeah.
do we know what they were moving?
No, that's
No.
that's what was just kind of brought up.
Okay,
Albricius
Thaddeus
was
has to
very
know.
Tight-lipped. Oh, okay.
Thaddeus has to know.
Okay, lad, but it's gonna take a while, and we might as well go to the nearest city, regroup, and see what we can do. Anyway, my name is Rowan. What's your name, lad?
Oh, actually, can we roll back a little tiny itsy bitsy little bit?
Mm-hmm.
Thaddeus is greedy. He definitely would have looked over the four if they had anything. The three we murdered.
It was four. Oh well, three you murdered, one went away. Yeah, it was mostly sabers, but I'll let you roll. Actually no, I do want to do this. I do want to do. Okay, yeah, you go over the three of them, and I am going to roll and see what you come up with because there is a treasure table, and it's a lot of fun. It's probably going to be boring because these guys were shit, but hey.
Wow.
But hey, Thaddeus is greedy. He takes his time.
Come on,
I'll
lad.
roll this
get
one out in
on
the open.
boat.
You're looting three people who are poor. This is a 3d10. Let's see if... Oh.
Nice.
You find 30 coin between them.
Fuck yeah.
And let me roll...
He's greedy, but not that greedy. He'll
Alright.
split it up.
I'm going to roll this in the open as well. This is a D100. If it comes up below... If it comes up on a 1, they have a magic item on them. It's happened before, I'm just going to say that.
Alright.
Yeah. But no, you rifling through their pockets, you find 30 shillings.
Nice. I split it evenly.
Cool.
You do actually also find like an extra 60 in those counterfeit shillings that they were flogging off on Andrew Paulson.
Let's see.
Wait, these are the same guys?
Some of them were, yeah. You actually look at
Ha-
one of them, you just kind of like recognize, like, hey, he was buying from me.
Well, I'd recognize the smell before I'd recognize their face.
I bite one of the fake ones, realize it's like wood, and just leave them there. Actually, I stashed 5 of the fake coins.
Okay. Jot that
Who
down.
knows when you'll need fake coins?
I'm adding 5 coin.
So, where do you guys want to go? What's the next move?
I propose to get to as close as land as possible.
I
And as the
agree, but that's the hell of a tribe, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
but they're the most welcoming for strangers.
Yeah, it's probably the safest then.
So, by the way, lad, I hope you know how to row.
Wait, what? You cut out
I
for
said,
me.
no, I said that to Thaddeus. I've given up all hope on
What? Why?
Damn.
because you're
Wow.
sleeping.
I'm not sleeping. I'm resting my eyes.
Good. Then
You
Rowan,
can't actually tell that I'm sleeping. Or if I'm sleeping. I have my hat tilted down.
Rowan just hands you a oar. Now row.
Did you hand both of them to me?
No, you both. Fine, get both of them.
Yeah, Thaddeus puts up with it.
I gotta navigate this little boat. Okay, a little bit to the left, a little bit to the right. Here we go.
So, it takes you 2 hours before you wind up on the white sandy beaches of Helliver. Looking around, you can see kind of a few kind of wooden huts scattered around. Very few people, but they have noticed you, and like they're all just kind of looking at their huts. A lot of eyes are on Andrew Paulson at the moment.
Wow.
Yeah.
Any sniper towers?
I'm sorry to say the sniper tower situation is still mostly an absent one.
Andrew wakes up at the jolt of hitting land. He adjusts his hat. He gets up.
Land ahoy!
Yep.
Yo ho ho.
Looks around and says, "Well, so this is the island of Helliver.
Yep, it's a hell of an island.
It
The
sure
sands-
is."
It's wider than I remember.
Yeah. It's a bit more sunnier than I remember.
What those of you who've been here before could remember that, like, the Helliver tribe does have, like, guards walking around, but there are not many at the moment.
Seems like
It's pretty
they've
Spartan around here.
the problem. I don't pay too much mind. I need. Problem is there a shipyard nearby? I'm curious what a new ship costs.
You can go and ask people.
New ship's gonna be more expensive than you can afford.
Lad, I've been in the business for ages. I know how to get a good cheap ship.
Did you say good cheap shit?
No, good cheap ship.
You can get sheet ship? Sheep shit?
Oh
Clean
my
up
God.
your ears, lad.
If we have 5 million, we can buy an exact copy of the Endless Night.
There's only 4 in existence.
What the fuck is the other freeze? Where the fuck are the other freeze being used?
They're mostly, well, 2 of them are owned by countries. Like, they're just one of a part of a larger navy, and one of them is owned by the Keepers of Cannon. It was donated to them by the ship's original, like, builder. The Endless Night, no one quite knows how it was acquired. Some people think it's a very, very rich businessman. Some people think it was stolen. But, doesn't matter. Party boat.
I don't like that party boat. I don't like them boat. They're too big and too party for myself. I like small, nimble ones. Still, we're gonna need something to get over there. By the way, are the boats that were hovering over the crashed one still hovering over it?
They're circling quite high up.
Seems like they're not going down there for some reason. So
As-
maybe...
You could roll me like maybe a pilot check to kind of read the situation that they're in, if you.
Yeah, actually, yeah, I'm gonna roll.
Just kind of see what's going on. Okay, you can kind of see what's going on, and that is that they're basically just kind of circling and staying just out of each other's range. They're just waiting for the other one to move.
Ah, they're in a stalemate. Perfect. We have time, but not too much time. So we need to get there quick.
And I will add something I said earlier on, which is some ships took off from the ground in Mahina territory and are like flying a bit lower and just basically protecting the wreckage.
Yes, maybe. Oh my. Oh, Rowan just goes, "Oh no, it's a situation where not using an airship is the better option. I hate riding."
Riding.
You know, donkeys, horses, cows.
Are you implying that you guys have horses? You ain't quite that
I was gonna
luxurious.
say.
No, but you probably have read some mules. We are in a city, right? Or nearby.
No, you are not in a city. You are.
Where's the nearest city?
The nearest city that you know of on this island is here, and even then, it's more of a small village.
And we're here.
It's a fucking 12-mile hike. 13-mile hike.
Fuck! You know wait, is my old ship still out there?
You saw
Or did it
last
fall
you
down?
saw of it was falling slowly off the edge of the
Oh
island.
fuck! I should have grabbed like shit from it and like rigged the fucking boat so it could float. God damn it! Rowan realizes this and just fucking starts being angry and just god damn it, where's my drink? Well, I'm out of it.
I think Raven has your drink.
I'm Raven.
As you go for your flask filled with alcohol,
Awesome.
you just crack it open, you hold it above your head, just waiting for that sweet release, and a droplet just kind of lands on your tongue.
Rowan
Tiny
just
little
look.
droplet.
I look into it. It's just no.
Still has a bottle of my concoction.
That's true.
He's no. I need to save that. But yeah, he's a bit angry now. So okay, lad. And you, Mr. Hatman, you got any good ideas?
Andrew doesn't respond. He doesn't know that you're referring to him.
Mr. Revolver, what's your name again?
Oh, I'm sorry, what?
What's your name?
Andrew Paulson?
Andrew, do you have any plan what to do? Those ships up there are in a stalemate over the wreckage, and then oh fuck, what's the blue tribe called again? Did you say
The
his name?
Mahina.
It was the Mahina is going to the wreckage. They're probably gonna grab the wreckage. I'm not gonna get paid. The guy, God, I hate when this happens.
Have you tried looking for a sniper tower?
What?
You know, those big wooden forts pretty high in the sky.
Why would there be sniper time?
Why wouldn't there be?
I can't go back to working fucking on a big ship again.
I'm gonna say, at this point, a small crowd, because there were a few kind of like scattered huts. This is a very small crowd, like about 10, 12 people are just standing around you. Like 3 or 4 of them have spears. They're not like pointing them at you or anything, but they look very wary. They've kind of semi-circled you. They're speaking in their own tongue. Someone does come forward and with very, very kind of basic common, just kind of like points towards the wreckage and just says, "You involved?"
The
that.
wreckage. Yes, that was a ship. Our ship. Yeah, no, one of our friends. We need to get to that ship. Yes.
I mean, I wouldn't say involved. I was there. That doesn't mean I was involved.
But yes, we need to get to it. Do you know shortcut? Do you know way there?
Alright, so the Mountain Spear just kind of like turns, looks away from you, and just kind of like beckons to follow.
Welp, we have something to follow. Giddy up.
Where are we going?
To the wreckage.
To Chief.
To the chief.
Oh no, not the shit. Well, okay, lads. If they want you to marry one of their daughters, just accept it and be ready to run away.
I don't think that's how this works.
Lad, I've been around longer than you. I have been married to so many daughters.
I don't think that's how that worked.
I'm just saying. Be ready.
Well,
Do we know anything about the chief?
I'll let you make a check again, like smart check, see what you know, see how you feel. Okay, yeah. So you know a little bit. For the last few years, they've had the chief named Caniela. He is very, very old-fashioned, even by this tribe standard of maintaining the old traditions of the island, keeping the recent additions to the frontiers kind of out. And what you're greeted by is this rather large, quite stocky man. He sits in quite an open-ended hut. You guys are brought in, and he just kind of gives you this kind of once-over, and then just says, explain.
Well, you see, the crash ship has valuable cargo on it. A lot of people want it, but, we want it too. We need to, and we promised if we can get to it and grab it ourselves, we will make sure that any unwanted people will leave currently.
we will.
Like the ones in the sky.
Wait, what?
That's
What?
That's a lot to promise.
Shut
that's
up.
a bold-faced lie.
Shut up, you.
Are you two saying this out loud?
Yes. No, Paulson says this out loud. It's like, what?
Absolutely.
This is the first I've heard of this.
The chief actually starts laughing.
Sorry, sir. They're drunk. They don't know what they're doing.
I would not sample my own
I am
concoction.
completely sober.
And I'm the one who reeks of fucking alcohol.
My god said one of you said you were involved.
Yeah, I was on a ship. Yeah, I was the pilot of a ship. Yes, that just crashed recently and fell off your beautiful island. Rest in peace, old Betty.
Did you shoot
Thought it
down
said
that
Betsy.
ship?
No, we didn't. Those ships that are hovering above it did.
We were one of the first ships to get shot down, and the man who was going to pay us to retrieve that cargo is now probably at the bottom of the sea. So, if you would be so kind as to just point us the quickest way off of this goddamn bowl, I'd appreciate it.
He nods. You didn't crash ship into our island. He just kind of like waves his guards away. He doesn't really see it too suspicious now. Way off island. He just kind of like thinks for a second. Either you wait for a trade ship, that'll be a month, or you go to Mahina and pay way off.
Oof.
I'm not waiting a month here. I need to get back to work, get another ship.
Mahina may be difficult at the moment. They've put guards along their borders. Don't want my people getting in. I put my people along border. Want to get that ship off of our volcano.
Yes, because it angers your gods.
He just kind of
Thaddeus
looks at you.
just kind of face palms.
I gave up tact when I became a pirate.
So why do you still try?
Well, you see, it's... You'll learn when you get older. Anyway, yes, so... Can you point us the near fastest way to them?
Well, fastest way is head south, then along.
Okay,
South
south,
and east.
south, then east. Yes.
Are we gonna run into any problems along the way?
Not unless you aggravate the sharkmen and the bunyips. My men
The
will
what?
My men will
And
leave you
the what?
alone.
The what and the what?
A bunyip
Oh.
is a kind of highly territorial cross between a seal and a shark.
Oh yeah, I've encountered those before. Lovely fellas.
There are
No way.
shark men?
Seals?
Yes.
You've seen seals before, right?
Yeah.
So, hold on. Are these men who are sharks or sharks who act like men?
Sharks who act like men.
Do they have legs?
Men with features like shark. Very dangerous.
So if we were on a scale, what is 1 being full human, 10 being full shark? Where would you put them?
4.
So, do they have gills?
Yes.
Fascinating.
Wouldn't recommend going to look at one.
No. I remember when I encountered a tribe of sharkmen. Barely got out there alive. Look, he shows like a bite scar on his leg. That's when they bite.
The chief at this
Do
point...
they have any resemblance to these off-worldly creatures known as street sharks?
No. It's a whole different racial line. Very, very distant.
Yeah, no.
He
Street
does-
sharks all...
He
No,
does
no,
at this
not-
point get up and say, "This has been a fascinating conversation, but I'm afraid I'm needed elsewhere. Please don't touch the animals. Please just move as quickly as you can."
Can we rent a donkey?
I will
Do you actually have money to rent a donkey?
I have money. Do you have money?
How much
Heck,
money do you have?
I have fucking 280.
You have money.
I have money.
He
Or
do-
maybe
he,
you
refer-
want-
he does refer you to. He does say there is a stables in the town where you could
Or-
get a horse or a donkey.
Or could we trade this? Oh yeah, I grabbed the fucking the pistol that I took off the guy. Could we perhaps trade this for an animal?
Waves the weapon in their face.
No.
He does wave you away, and my people don't use such barbaric weapons.
Barbaric?
Fair enough,
Actually,
fair
yeah.
enough.
Yeah, that's true. Hey, Thaddeus, you want it?
No?
You, Andrew, you want it?
No.
God dang. Well, maybe we could sell it off with those guys that actually uses it and buy a ticket off here.
It's
Anyway,
a
Frank-
trash gun. Just chuck it.
No! You clearly never learn economics. Anyway, thanks so much, good chief. We will be on our way and leave you alone.
He's already walking away from all of you. Like, he's headed south. He did point you in the direction of, like, a stables in town where you could get yourself something.
Nice.
You do turn out...
I don't much care for riding animals. Let's just walk.
Thaddeus pushes his hair back. We've got a hike.
Fine. Give me a moment. Rowan just goes up. Is there like a general shop store nearby?
The villager you ask is kind of like blank-faced stares at you.
Let's hike.
So,
Yep.
You guys are about... Let's put down the thing again. I need to just make an actual token for this so we can just move it, give control of it
Just
to
take
you guys.
all our profile pictures and put it in there.
That's probably the best solution. You guys are about there, so you guys have already wandered a few miles, so travel, 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 travel.
And I would walk 1,000 miles.
That's a strange song you're singing.
Half its
Hey,
pace
it's
in
an old
miles.
pirate song.
I'm assuming each of you moves at 6 pace, which means
Yes.
you move at 3 miles per hour.
Actually, yeah, Rowan, I would have been overcomfort, but Rowan is like, fuck it, and he just shucks the fucking
Yes.
pistol in the sand.
There's just a handgun. Did you
Maybe
find a
some
steam pack
kids
as
will
well?
find it.
Oh,
Maybe
no.
some kids will find it, be like, yay!
So, where are you guys headed?
I guess we're just heading, where's the, somewhere in the blue zone?
How are you getting there?
With our feet.
He said south, so if we go 17 miles just south, then go boom east, we should reach them like
I just want to point it out, when Paulson walks, he's walking with that cowboy walk. You know,
Actually,
the one
let's
where...
go 19 miles.
Has he got his,
Let's
like,
go-
has he got his thumbs through his, like, belt?
Yeah, you know, fucking, you know, like very, just a very obnoxious gait where he's just like constantly moving one, like his legs are spread out really wide. He's moving, he's making great pains to constantly move one foot above his other knee.
Do you have spurs? Are you, like, jangling as you walk at every step?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my god. Roy just looks at him like, are you alright?
Did you drink your own concoction?
Did you shit your pants?
He doesn't answer.
Ron just moves a bit further away from him. Oh yeah, I walk in front of the fucking cowboy because, you know, he thinks he shit his pants, you know.
So, okay. So you're walking, like, 19 miles or so?
Yeah.
I'm
Yep.
gonna say, just for sake of convenience, it's about 10 in the morning. The attack started very early. So. Oh boy, you guys are walking for a while.
And I would walk 100 miles.
So yeah, you guys are like, okay, so at 5 o'clock in the evening, you guys make it here. You've just walked across, you know, the whole of their territory, and it's very annoying grabbing this circle. Ah, yeah.
No incident whatsoever.
No, you're fine. This whole
And
area
now we
is
take a
charted.
hard east. And now we go hard east.
Yeah, so as you go hard east, we are going to go another thing. So you see now as you come here, and we're going to say that's another couple of hours. Yeah, that's about an hour and a half. As you make it to the border of their territory, you come across this kind of like wooden palisade wall. It's very, very, no, it's very basic. It's quite primitive, but it's just lined with spearmen.
There's a wooden wall with spearmen on it.
Not on it, but standing around it,
Oh.
protecting the gates.
All right. Well, next to the
Would you
wall is
count that as a
there.
sniper tower?
Yeah.
I haven't quite gotten to Sniper Tower era of, you know. There's a lot of developments between primitive wooden wall and Sniper Tower. You know, you've got you've got castle towers and all that stuff in between. You got to go through a whole medieval era before you get to the proper modern day Sniper Tower.
Well, it could be like a ramshackle type sniper
Yeah,
tower. Come on.
all right, I'll give you this. There are a few wooden towers, but you wouldn't quite call them Sniper Towers. You call them like
No.
Archer Towers if these
See-
people
see,
had
look.
like bows
Like
and
that.
arrows.
Like that. That's a sniper tower.
Okay, yeah, I'll give you that. They have those.
There. yeah. Paulson looks at it and just nods knowingly. Nods.
There wasn't one, however, on the stony border of the
I
bottom
think
of
there
hell.
was. I think there was.
There wasn't. I'm sorry. Alright, I'll give you this as well. There was a washed up, destroyed one at the edge of the
Exactly.
bowl. It wasn't usable though. But you saw it and you were like, oh. Oh.
I saw it and nodded knowingly.
Is a sniper tower's Coulson spirit animal? What's going on here with the sniper tower exactly?
He can't even use them. He doesn't have a sniper rifle. He just has a revolver.
You can snipe with a revolver if you're good enough.
Yeah, true.
But anyway, yeah. So they do let you out. Apparently, the chief sent word ahead that you're just leaving.
Hello?
So they let you through the gate, and now you are out. Yeah. So I'm going to pull up a thingamajiggy. And I'll be very disappointed if it doesn't work out. I really do need to re-memorize this rule book. It's very big. Hunky dory. Okie dokie. Right, so. Okay, so while you're just walking around, you do come across a group of Mahina people.
Alright.
And just kind of give it. So there's like a couple of people who are clearly native to the island, and you notice a couple people in kind of military uniform. They do not look like locals, but they're just kind of wandering around in what is considered no man's land. And the moment they see you, the company men raise rifles at you and go, "Hey!" And then when they realize you're clearly not Helliver, they do lower them. You got one of the company men goes, "Come forward," and asks, "You got anything to do with that boat?"
I nod to the sniper tower.
No.
I understand, says the company. Why is there a sniper? You guys are about like here now.
No, we didn't we just got caught in a fight that was for something about that ship, but we aren't involved.
He does look roan up and down in pirate regalia and just say, What's... Alright, Neo, setting thing that you get to decide here. Is the word cowboy known at all, or is that such a foreign concept they have no word for what you are?
I think gunslinger.
Okay. Gunslinger, what's your story?
I mean, well, I was born about 27 years ago on this island continent known as the Expanse.
Yeah,
my
real
parents
funny
were
wise guy.
no, yeah.
He does look very, very glibly at you and just like he just looks and says, "Remembering your face right now. You make any trouble, I'll know." And
Right,
he just
you are.
keeps and he like starts headed back towards the Mahina territories proper.
We want to find a boat to get off the island.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Right, you're coming this. That's why you're coming this way then. Come on. There's wildlife around here. So, despite that, you do get a bit of an escort. So, you're traveling with two Mahina tribesmen, two McCrurick and Kane company men. Do you say anything to them? Do anything with them? It's getting, like, later in the evening by this point. So, night's starting to fall, island's getting a bit darker. You know, shadows of the trees are going quite long.
I'll strike up a conversation with one of them, just to, hey, how you doing? What's your name? Where are you from?
Name's Reginald. I'm from Kalia. I was meant to only be here for a couple of weeks, but it's been dragged out to a couple of months now, and no sign of stopping. And that goddamn boat had to come crashing down. Looks like I'm gonna be on this island for a while. Tell you what,
Yeah.
it's a hell of an island, despite what they say.
I just go the sympathy route. Like, oh man, that sucks. Yeah, we were just on a simple delivery job to Kalia, caught in the crossfire, and now we're stuck here.
Damn, how many ships were out there?
Lost count.
I was in the barracks and I heard all the gunfire going off. Now we got those bloody nuts flying overhead.
I say, I ask him, so have you seen the 4 out of 10 shark people?
4 out of 10. You know, they're more 5 out of 10 to me. I'm just gonna say that.
Really? Are we talking like, which half are they? Are they half shark or half man?
I'm saying they're right down the middle.
Fascinating. So we're talking like torso and legs of a man, but upper body of a shark.
They got like shark's jaws on their chest, so I've heard. I've only seen one, and it was like a young one.
Did they wear combat boots and jeans and have like really muscular arms?
What the hell are you talking about?
Lad, why do you care so much about the fucking shark men?
Just curious is all.
So,
Are you curious? But because you do know they do bite and they do fight.
I would expect a shark to definitely bite.
so what exactly is a shark?
He just kind of looks at you.
You don't know what a shark is?
I know
It's
what
a
a
very-
narwhal is. Are they like
It's a
narwhals?
Ain't
it's a smaller, angrier narwhal
You ever
with
had-
sharper teeth.
You ever had like fish, gunslinger? It's like that, but real big, real angry.
Oh.
Can this be Reginald?
Yeah, that's Reginald.
Nice.
All right. Each of you make a notice check.
Oh.
The unskilled.
Yeah, you can make it unskilled. Thaddeus has noticed. Okay.
-1.
Unskilled is -1. Oh,
I got a
no, it's
-1.
result. You didn't get a crit failure though, but you didn't notice.
Yeah.
But yeah, Thaddeus and Rowan, you guys hear rustling in the bushes around you. And turning and look, you just like you quickly turn and look, and you see the figure of a man quickly dart behind a nearby tree. What do you
Let's see. Can I cast my Legerdemain to like push him out from the tree?
Yeah, I'll allow that.
Okay.
That's an interesting use. Isn't it
So
just like
let's
a
see
floating hand? This would be like the campest looking push ever.
No, actually, it is just like a mimicked action. So I'm going to do it from here. It just happens over there.
I see. So you just kind of like suddenly shove at the air, and the
Yeah, I
core
just like
kind of
shoulder
transfers.
charge it. Like shoulder charge the air. How are my skills? There they are. Spellcasting.
Okay, it works. Yeah. So, pushed out from behind the tree, out into the open, you notice a hell of a soldier just shoved out. Clearly was tracking the group that you guys came across. And he yells a few angry words in his own tongue, and an ambush is launched. You guys aren't targets. All the shots are going towards the group you're traveling with. What do you do?
No,
Take
not
cover.
Reginald.
Well, I haven't noticed anything, so
Yeah, that's true.
yeah.
Like you just do you do hear the shouting though? I'm gonna say you're not.
No. I just continue walking, not noticing anything.
I think I grabbed Paulson and just hit the floor.
Okay, right. So you two have hit the deck. I'm sorry, I didn't hear you, Swede. You were.
I also hit the deck, take cover. Holy shit!
Okay. Are you guys getting involved at all in this?
Nope.
No. Is there sniper fire? I look for any nearby sniper towers.
A tree can be a sniper tower if you climb it first and, use it well.
He's got a point.
Alright, so what happens? So none of you get involved in this.
No.
No.
Okay. What happens is basically, because you threw off the ambush, like a few kind of throwing axes fly down from the trees towards the Mahina people. The rifleman Reginald quickly charges behind a nearby tree, just kind of like fires blindly into the woods. Basically the battle drags out for a bit longer than it needs to. I'm going to roll a quick combat check. First one is for the ambush. So we'll give both sides a d6. See who comes out on top, because one had an ambush, the other people have guns. I'd say that's good. I'd say that's evens. First up, who rolls first, Helva or Mahina?
Helva has a bigger area.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the Helva's roll.
Yep. Rolling for the hell of it.
And this is their wild dice. And then the Mahina. On the back foot. Oh!
Wild dice!
Yeah, so one company rifleman is taken out, not Reginald. But
Thank God.
They managed to fight them off. A quick gunfight, and the Helva quickly retreat, and then they look very pissed off at the three of you.
What?
Well, they look, especially he was like, wow, heck of a gunslinger, says Reginald. Right, we're hurrying back.
Wait, okay, so Paulson gets up, it's like, wait, so what happened?
We're being attacked.
Oh, I didn't notice.
Evidently.
Helva tried to ambush us.
It
Right.
was a hell of an ambush.
It was, wasn't it? Well, they're dead now. He's like the Mahina and Reginald. They go up and they start like kind of just rifling through, trying to see what they can find on them. But there isn't much other than spears and throwing axes. Right.
I try to grab a throwing axe if they let me.
They let you have one. Actually, no, sorry, they don't.
Wait, never mind.
You didn't help.
Yeah, no, I don't want one.
He's the one who exposed the ambush.
No,
Yeah,
I changed my
maybe,
mind.
yeah.
I don't want one. I changed my mind. I don't want one. That'll make me encumbered.
You can
Fuck
think
that.
about the morality of their actions in not wanting to give one over, even though that didn't happen now.
I have nothing to do with it. I just want to get off this island and get a new boat.
Yeah, me too. Right, we're hurrying our pace back. So
Hup.
yeah, basically at first what's a jog and then a very brisk walk. You guys make it to Mahina territory. You're waved through. Reginald vouches that you're not going to cause any trouble, but does kind of give a sideways glance over to Andrew Paulson when he says that, and you're let into what is, compared to the Hell of a Tribe, a bit more modern. Like, you can tell there's a few wooden huts and then there's a few kind of more modern made-up buildings that clearly were thrown up by McCrurick and Kane.
Andrew is kind of left wondering if he committed some kind of social faux pas.
It's called the outsider edge. People just become assholes.
Well,
So was I, like, expected to help with that? Andrew wonders aloud.
I mean, what you did wasn't wrong. It's just that Reginald's pissed off at you.
Yeah, but he's having a hard time understanding why, because it's like, I don't recall being hired as a bodyguard.
No, I think they just expected us to help.
What, like for free?
Thaddeus shrugs.
yeah. I just want to get off this island and back to Ramshackle. I need a drink.
How presumptuous.
Actually, Snake, I'm gonna roll. Is this a notice us three twice to find a bar?
Make that streetwise.
Ah, nice. A decently seedy bar.
Yeah, so it's pretty easy. You just like turn to one of the company riflemen posted along their border and just say, "Hey, where's the bar?" And he just tell you we set up something kind of like a bar on the edge of town. You go there.
Is it shittier than my bar?
Oh no, it's actually quite nice. Well,
All right.
relative to the island.
I'm going to barter with them to sell my concoction.
I go in there and I take up the flask. I need
Okay, okay.
refills.
Hold on, hold
So
on.
what would that be?
We
That'll
did
be a
not ask
persuasion.
the most important question.
Mm.
Approximately how many sniper towers are on the wall?
There's about one every quarter mile.
Nice.
Is persuasion affected by charisma?
Yes.
All right.
You have it
so-
unskilled as well, so you have a -6 to sell your concoction, which I feel is only fair considering
All
the
right.
concoction.
It's a disgusting one.
Wow.
Wow. Wait, you have a D6 in persuasion?
Oh wait, no. Yeah, it's a D4. Never mind. I'll roll that again.
Well, no. Make that your wild dice. Now roll me a D4 -6. You still have your wild dice, remember?
Still exploded.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you have good luck, but just a -6 is a -6.
Yeah.
Does it at least get him to sample my concoction?
Alright, let me set the scene for you, Neo. So, let's say it's 9 o'clock by this point. You guys have had a long day. Your
Yeah.
legs are killing you. This
Yeah.
bar is like a very airy, open bar. It's kind of like, straw roofed, wooden, like, thing flooring. It's been made to it's kind of touristy, essentially. You'd see it along the beaches in Miami, I suppose.
Yeah.
Maybe. Hawaiian beach bar kind of design. Tiki torches lining the outside. And it's mostly filled with company men. The bar is this kind of ocean-style circular bar. This place is getting more and more modern by the moment. You walk up. What color is your concoction for visual sake?
It's green,
It's green.
but you
Okay.
can't tell that much because it's in a black bottle.
That's fair, but you do pour it out for a guy to sample.
Yes. I'm saying, yeah, you gotta have this in your menu. I made it myself.
I will say that you still failed, but considering the sheer thing, he will sample it. But the bartender is this huge bloke. Like he's got eye patch, he's shaved head, giant arms with kind of ink, very very basic ink running down one of them. It looks like he had it done on the island. It looks like their kind of style of tattoo, and he just looks at it and. He takes you saying you've got to try this as a challenge, not as a suggestion.
Does he ask what's in it?
No. He looks
Okay.
he looks you and says, "Looks dangerous."
Oh well, it's my own special ingredients added to it.
Well, it's not a problem to me. I like dangerous. And he
It's
just
the captain's 16 original spices and blends.
he
Oh
picks
no, if someone asks, he might answer.
Oh. So he picks it up and just downs it in one. I'm going to make a vigor check. What vigor do you think this guy should have? I think a D6 is fair. It's about the average.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give him... He's not a wild card, so he rolls a 1. So he doesn't die, but he does need to leave very quickly.
Does anyone ask me what's in it?
The man sitting next to you. First, before anyone asks you, he downs it and he puts it down. And for a few seconds, it looks like everything's okay. He kind of looks at you, but then his face changes. His eyes kind of zone out a little bit. You hear a rumbling, and he turns left, charges, dives over the bar, and starts just running into the trees. But you hear violent noises coming from the tree line, and the man next to you just goes, "Oh boy, what you put in that?"
Oh, some whiskey, some seawater, some antifreeze.
Hell's antifreeze?
It's a specialty from where I come from.
Is he okay?
Hey,
Uh,
you didn't take that shit. Did you take anything for the engines on my ship?
give him a few days.
I don't have another bartender here.
Yeah, Roland just sits there. Hello, I need refill, both in my belly and my bottle.
And so our adventure ends as we retire to be bar people.
It's actually a thing. There is
Oh,
there is
actually-
no barman at the moment.
Oh, hey, maybe I can help out. No, I can't get off this chair. I'm too lazy. Hey, Thaddeus, you look like a nimble type. You can pour drinks, right?
Why not? Thaddeus hops over the bar, looks under the bar. What's he see?
Rum.
You
Give
see,
me a rum.
Okay, how acquainted is Thaddeus with alcohol?
He's 28. He's drank.
Okay, so you know what you're looking at. You know, generally, most people are just ordering rum. Some people are ordering whiskey. Beer is kind of hard to come by around here.
Okay.
It's mostly
Is there
just
like
Senrose and Kalia.
is there like a sack where he keeps the coins?
Oh, that's a hard notice check. Make it's a notice check at -2 to find where he deposits the coin.
Okay. Notice -2. Damn it.
Oh no, you're just kind of rummaging around. You don't really find any coin. You find some more counterfeit shillings, just kind of like lying on the
Nah,
side
I've
of
got
the bar.
5. I'll keep those
Look,
5.
those are all the rage now, aren't
The
they?
counterfeiting business is very recent, and it like last year everyone was counterfeiting, but people caught on, and now there's just a bunch of counterfeit coins lying everywhere unused.
That's what Andrew digs into his pockets and takes out some of the counterfeit coin he was paid with and shows it to the guy next to him. Does this look right to you?
Make him make a notice check.
Oi, rum, now!
Yeah, it looks about right.
Right. Yeah, he puts it back in his pocket.
So yeah, I'm just digging around in the bottles down here. Can I at least find something that is like a ridiculous amount of alcohol, like percentage-wise?
You do find a bottle of something that's just pure white. You're unclear if it's safe to drink.
All right, I stashed that in my bag.
So
I'm waiting.
after about, I'm not sure how long you guys stick around the bar, but after like 2 hours, the barman just comes kind of shuffling out of the trees.
There you are.
And
I
feel the appropriate word for what he just went through was cleansing. He just kind of like gets across back. He walks over to you, Andrew. He just kind of looks up, sighs deeply, just kind of goes, "I want to ask
He
you to leave,
goes.
but I feel I'd be admitting defeat. Just never show me that bottle again."
Oh, point taken. Point taken.
You could kill someone with that. Now, you pirate guy, what are you doing here and what do you want?
rum.
Alright, that'd be 6 shillings.
Ah, here you go.
Hands him 6 counterfeit shillings.
Okay,
Yes,
I need. Is that? I need.
You actually hand him 6 counterfeit shillings.
Okay, lad. I need 6. I need 6. I need the refill for my bottle. I need 2 bottles to go, and I need 3 bottles to drink here.
Alright, we'll just say that's 30. We'll just say that's 30 shillings for all that shit.
And you gave me 60 counterfeit shillings, so
That's true.
I
Okay,
shared
how much
them
though?
amongst the group.
Man, okay. 2 rum. How much does the bottles weigh?
We'll just
One
make them.
each?
We'll just make them nothing for the sake of roleplay.
By the way, is there a place to buy gear? I've been thinking I might need another, knife.
Oh, we got a we got a quartermaster who, well, we sold some stuff to the locals. I'm pretty sure he won't mind selling some stuff to you.
Hmm.
You won't find much. We're not authorized to sell much of the personal gear. Most of it belongs to the company.
Hmm. Sounds interesting.
So,
Has anyone else crashed and come up and washed up here?
there are a few more like you. Not many. A few of those religious guys up there landed and tried to have a chat with the captain, but they got sent on their merry way.
As you do.
Look, I don't know what you guys want to do here, but just take it from me. Don't try and go after the cargo. Our boss wants to take it for himself. The Mahina people don't want it touched because it landed on some kind of religious place. The Helliver want it doubly for that reason. I'm just saying that thing's a powder keg.
But do you know what's
a powder
in
keg
it?
wouldn't exist. I take that back. It's a steam land.
We need a better word for stuff like that.
It's actually just a lot of antifreeze.
No, just call it like
a big keg of antifreeze.
I hope you don't mind that I've introduced antifreeze to you.
Yeah, it's mostly used for making wine to blind people.
Hey, if you have airships, you need a coolant.
That's true, yeah.
No, I'm talking to the guy, and I ask him like, "So do you know what's in the crate? In the boxes?"
No. We wanted to send a scouting party up there, but, well, Chief of the Mahinas didn't want anyone going near the ship until the shaman has inspected it. So, that'll happen sometime tomorrow.
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
Say.
When does next ship on the bit truck Ramshackle go?
Why would we send
From
a ship
here?
to Ramshackle? The place is a shithole.
Hey now, it may be a shithole, but at least it's a nice shithole.
Look, I don't know how much you know about this place. You clearly just washed up here. But
Yeah.
all the boats that are coming in and out of this city, they're owned by McCrurick and Kane. So the only boat you're getting off out of here, well, there's no transports. Just cargo being moved to Collier and back.
Sounds bullshit.
Do any consumer boats fly around here?
Oh, there are trade ships stop by every couple of months. I don't know when the next ones do.
Any boats that sell any passage at all?
He starts kind of thinking to himself. There's a little place on the edge of the island where you might be able to charter passage.
Question.
The Endless Night visits Helliver, doesn't it?
Well, there's not too many rich people on the island that would be able to really pay their way on.
I know, but it's a nice place.
It is a nice place. They pass by it, like they have it as
Yeah.
a view off the side of the bow, but
Yeah.
I don't know if they there's not many places they would stop, and even then, you place them very far away at the moment. I haven't moved it once in real time yet, so I'll
Hey,
move
yeah,
it
you
for
have to be moving it in real time. You have to be moving it in real time, Snake.
No, I'm moving
all
it in
the time.
turns. There we go. It had a turn. It's there now.
Wow. Hey, we've had several turns. We hiked for like a whole
Yeah,
day.
It's
Half
like
day.
very slow turns.
Just give me control of it. I'll move it in real time.
I'm scared to let you do that. It will be just following the party at all.
Wait, hold on. To be fair, wouldn't we only know its location if we heard an update of its location?
That's true, yeah. But I'm just gonna say, all of you just felt some premonition that the Endless Night has moved. It's like that pop-up in Telltale games when, they'll remember this. The party boat has moved, just pops up in the corner of your view. But yeah, so so he does point out. I'm gonna add more dots to this map as we go along, more little nuggets of information. There is a place that charters very small boats where you could maybe get to another island, and I'm going to. I hate putting down tokens on the. I hate tokening in general. Feel glad you don't have to do it.
You know, I just noticed the spine has scoliosis.
It was very bendy. Like, I
At the hut?
Eric's drawing. I think I made it look worse, just by
No, I like it.
detailed.
It looks all spiny now.
Hmm. But yeah, so there is the token for a small village on the edge where you could charter to get out of here.
You know, despite its toxicity, antifreeze is actually supposed to taste rather sweet.
That's why they mix it in with wine. If they're like, I only know that from that episode of the fucking Simpsons. Okay, why am I talking about this like I know about antifreeze in the wine? But I think it can make you blind. Is part of the problem there.
Yes.
Well,
Did you start looking up antifreeze now that antifreeze is part of the world?
Yes. Paulson's going to be very familiar with it.
So there was antifreeze in that. So if he failed his vigor check, would the barman have been made blind?
Well, I mean,
It's up to me.
blindness is more of a well, antifreeze poisoning is like really it's seizure is what really would have happened.
Oh, pleasant, but good to know.
Vomiting and abdominal pain is what he got.
That's just more the concoction. This world's antifreeze is different now because that makes it easier for me. I'll just change it. Different physics. Alright, so what are you guys gonna do? It's 9 at night, you guys have been drinking, well, one of you has been drinking explicitly, the other two I can't speak for. You were told about a place where you could get out of here, and you are no closer to the mystery of what was on that cargo.
Fuck.
hey lads, I think we should just
Andrew
take
wants
it
to get
easy
back
and
to
go
Ramshackle.
to bed.
Yeah, but yeah, Andrew also wants to check in for the night. Where would we be able to sleep?
I'll just say you can find, like, a place.
Nice.
Well, items, food, and services. So really the best you can get is, like, the barman does say that, you know, there are barracks where you'd be able to, like, pay to just sleep, and it'll be 2 shillings for the night. It will be a big shared room, but that much of an issue? Well, if you look in gear, there's, like, items, food, and services, and you're, like, they're gonna charge more for Andrew. They don't want to sleep in the same room as Andrew. When you arrive at the barracks, there's just like, ask how much. It's like 4 shillings.
All right.
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
Other 2.
Is that each?
That's 4 for Andrew, 2 for everyone else.
Nice.
Jesus.
Even I, who reeks of fucking alcohol, still fucking nice.
You guys are put in your own barracks. It's like meant to be shared with 6 people, but you've just kind of been secluded.
I'm gonna
You're
fucking poison the water supply with my concoction.
You're put near like this little. You're put near the little hog farm they're keeping. That barracks, it kind of reeks.
Yeah.
It's not very nice.
Alright, so when I get a moment alone, I inspect this white bottle.
The white bottle of alcohol that you took.
Yeah.
Alright.
Like, pop the cork, give it a whiff.
It stings. It's just
Like, it
this
even
kind of.
fucking hurts to...
It's this kind of varnishy, incredibly heavy spirit.
Alright, I wrinkle my nose and slam the cap on it.
Yeah, you're pretty sure you could clean a boat with that.
Alright, this is now being named Boat Cleaner. I have a bottle of boat cleaner.